Okay, so anyway, I think I'm going to start this proper now for, because I'm probably going to download this and pop it onto YouTube for the people that didn't get to see, because you know what I'm like with my streams. I'm like, hey, I'm going to stream right now in 2 seconds. Be there or be square. So, okay, so hello everybody from YouTube land and everybody from Streamland, and welcome to Flotsam. Now this is a game that is all about making yourself a cute little village in the middle of the ocean. And that's about all I really know. As I say, I've watched Avac play a little bit of it, so I think we're gonna be in the dream web again, because we always are. Dream web. And let's start our adventure. So let's read this out. Well, that's it then. Garbage floods wiped away our village. Well, that's unfortunate. Perhaps we should stop sticking on these useless rocks and go explore. Who needs land? These endless blue waves, that's all we need. The flooded world is our oyster. Like Water World. Let's polish this plastic into beautiful pearls. If only we weren't out of fuel. Start our adventure in plastic. A plastic web. Yeah, we should have called it that, shouldn't we? Plastic web. Hurrah! I could have sworn I saw a subscribey thing, but it's not showing it me on the doofer. Hinata! Thank you very much for the sub. I don't understand why that's not on my mini feed. How very dare it. It came up in chat though, so I saw it there. Thank you very much. So what did you say? Hello, I'm finally able to catch the beginning of a stream and with no plans for the night for the first time in ages. I'm so excited. Do you know what? It's the first time I've streamed in ages too, so it seems to be like quite a few people. It's just like lining up quite nicely, isn't it? Even though it's quite late at night for me, but I might be struggling with my sleep schedule, to be honest. I've just been going to bed at like... Well, do you know, yesterday I stayed up all night because I've been staying up till like 5, 6 in the morning every day, and then Avac had to go to the airport at like for 9 o'clock, so I was just like, well, I can't go to sleep for like 3 hours, I'm gonna be shattered, so I just stayed up. So then I didn't get to bed until I came back from the airport at like 10 o'clock, so now my sleep schedule's totally out. I'm like going to bed at 10 AM. What's going on there? It's terrible. So yeah, I'll be nice and awake for a while at least. So probably if you guys all get too tired to carry on with the stream, then I'll probably just go away and do some recording or something like that. And then I'll have lots of cool YouTube footage too. Maybe some pumpkin days. Thank you very much for your Twitch Prime subscription, Doc Diving Dog Mom. Thank you. I got your name right today. I always like miss one of the words because there are too many words in your name. Right, okay, so I guess we need to start, don't we? So camera controls. WASD. That's fine by me. I don't mind using WASD. Resources. You have many resources at your disposal. The first few you can find floating in the water. Some you can find on landmarks. Others will have to be made from other resources. I do believe that in this game, there is things like food and water, but if you play on a slow speed, Avac was saying, you don't have to worry too much. So I can just be chill and talk to you guys and just take it at my own pace, hopefully. Yeah. And thank you very much, Lady Kate Lenner, for your subscription as well. It's been a while. It has indeed. I hope you're doing well. I'm on a USA East Coast sleep. I think I'm not even on that anymore. I think they're something like 8 hours or so behind me. I mean, maybe that's kind of like them going to bed at 2 in the morning. It's awful. And I don't know how to fix it. I had like an extra nap earlier, and I'm hoping that means that I can maybe try and get up earlier tomorrow. I managed to get myself up at like 2 o'clock today instead of like 6 o'clock like I was the other day. Like, you can't sleep from 10 AM to 6 PM and not have some weird stuff happen to your body because you have no daylight, especially in like the autumn in Britain. Yeah, because that's basically all the daylight hours. I'm going to bed when the sun's coming up, and I'm like a vampire right now. It's awful. It's horrible. Anyway, so we've got resources. We've got buoy markers, so you can find some on landmarks. Others will have to be made from other resources. Most are used to build, some are consumed, and others have special uses. Flotsam is the maritime name given to items floating on the water. Lovely. Markers are your tools in getting items out of the water. Placing them will send drifters to collect the objects in range of the marker. Okay, swimming marker. A marker that gets drifters to swim to it. This one has a limited range, so I guess I put that down and then they go and collect stuff. Boat marker. A marker that's limited to drifters with salvage boats. The range of this one is unlimited. Ah, right, so they can go as far as they want in a boat, but they can only swim so far or they get all puffed out Like me when I try to swim. And fishing marker, a marker that can only be used on fish schools. Drifters with a fishing boat can fish here. Apparently, oh, that's one thing Avak did tell me, was rush for the fishing boats, because if you don't, then you struggle for food lots. But that seems fine. Okay, so let's try and make some stuff, I guess. That's all it really tells you. Oh, landmarks. Okay, dotted around the water scrape, several remnants of the old world can be found. If you have a salvaging boat available, you can visit these and interact with them. And every landmark has different gains. You can see on the top right which landmarks are nearby. Clicking on the notification there or on the landmark directly will open the landmark panel. Okay. So noteworthy interactions are salvage. When your drifters can see what can be taken from a landmark, the salvage option becomes available. You can preview what they salvage here before they move on to it. Scavenge. Sometimes the real treasure is hidden inside. When a drifter can't see what's available, they need to go in and scavenge what's available. You'll only know what can be found when your drifters are available. As an added side effect, some can give research points as well. Rescue. When someone's in dire need, you can save them. Please do. What sort of scallywag wouldn't do that? Oh my goodness me. Right, so I'm going to start it maybe like paused and have a look at the UI. Because apparently I'm really bad at doing this. So that's my survival guide. That is, if I want to look back at any of those things I just read, I can look back at those. I've got these markers here. A salvage buoy for swimming drifters. Okay, we could maybe start by putting one of those out in all of this like plastic here. Maybe that would be good. I can shrink the marker. I can make the marker bigger. Oh, that would be quite good. So salvage stuff from there, please. Alright, so let's press play. Oh. Yeah, let's play. So little dude is going out. He's going to get all the plastic, look, for us. Wonderful. That's a good start. Oh, you had food poisoning, Diving Dog Mom. That's terrible. There's nothing worse than, like, just, well, there's a lot of things that are bad, though. I'm having a bad stomach. Ugh. Okay, so maybe we could build something. We can build a walkway once we have 8 pieces of plastic. So he maybe needs to go and do another little run with this plastic quickly. We can make our first walkway. Now what I'm thinking is to have like north, south, east and west walkways, and then have like a grid system. It's very tempting to have like a cobweb system, but I think I'm going to go for a grid on this one. Boring grid, I know. Oh, I see. As you zoom out, it goes in and out like that. Right, dude. Have we got enough? Yes, we have enough. Okay, so build me a walkway, please. I don't want it to be like in the way of anything. Looks like there's a crane there and a water barrel there, so I'm going to put it here. And we'll start from there. Okay, so it looks like I only have enough for this much. That'll be fine. So that's my first walkway. So this is the start of our town, I guess. We then have a storage yard and a small house. Who's attaching themselves to a project? Oh, right, Sapphire Star, you're going to sew yourself together with your project. Don't do that. Don't do that, please. I can press X plus C to change the area of effect. But if I have buttons right in front of me, this is one thing I say to people. If there's keyboard shortcuts as a non-typist, I find it much easier if there's something right in front of me that I can click with the mouse. I find that easier. I also find it easier to scroll through hotbars, so bite me, okay? Getting a little fed up of that particular piece of advice from people. Don't scroll through the hotbar, press 1. But what if my microphone's right over the numbers? Which it always is. Right, so let's do a salvage, sorry, a storage yard even. I'll play however I want to play. I just don't think it makes that much of a difference. The person that was telling me to not scroll through my hotbar I was basically in 7 Days to Die, and I think I was stuck on, like, in something, and I would have needed to right-click to come out of it anyway. So I was like, well, I wouldn't have actually helped. I would have been there pressing 1 with exactly the same effect as scrolling had. Okay, so they've made that now. They're still... I see how much of the plastic they've managed to do. Quite a bit of it, actually. They're doing a really good job. Okay. How do I make a small house? I need some wood for that, so I think we need to start salvaging over here. We do seem to have 2 dudes at the moment. How many... Does it say anywhere how many dudes we have? We have 3 dudes? Or is that just 3 housing... Oh, we've got no more extra housing capacity and 3 dudes. And then that's like ships and mooring points. Okay, cool. What's this then? Sailboat on the rocks. Some drifters tried making a town on that island. Bad idea with all the garbage floods. A sailboat has been wrecked on the cliffs though. Perhaps we can make use of its mast. So there's some salvage on an island somewhere apparently. Where's that then? Over here? Ah, yes. So I need to make a salvaging boat and then I can go get that. Cool. I can do that. But the first thing we need to do is get some wood. So let's go over here and get some... Oh, wow, look at you. You're like the weirdest whale I've ever seen. Doesn't matter how anyone plays. No, I know. The majority of people, Hinata, do not care. They do not care. It's what I'm saying and it's what I'm doing. But I think sometimes in YouTube land... Like, Streamland seems to be much more chill, to be fair. Like, people who come to my streams don't tend to say anything like that. It'll be someone on YouTube who'll go in and like, oh, you should be doing it this way. I'm like, no. I honestly, I don't mind whoever it was who said you can do it that way. I don't mind that at all. Just for the record. I'm not telling you off or anything like that. It's people who go, you should be doing it this way, rather than you have the option to do it this way. And I can go, I have the option. Thank you very much. If I liked doing it that way, that would have been really super useful information. And that to me is really helpful and lovely for you to say. If you go, you died because you didn't do it this way, then I'm going to be like, get off my channel. Thank you, Hop, for the back seating there. Yeah, I'm not really looking for much help. I'll ask for it if I want it today, because I'm still just getting used to the... It was really just talking out loud, saying, well, I haven't actually looked on the UI as to where the population counter is, and I was pretty sure there would be one, having played a few games like this in the past. Anyway, it would be super good, wouldn't it, if before they completely run out of food and water, I actually did some stuff. So let's go and salvage this wood. Right, go get that wood, guys. I seem to be doing a good job there. And we can give them sleeping quarters. Now, I want to have a look into water as well. It looks like eventually we can get a distiller. But we need to get... Oh, okay, that's good. We can get salt and seawater... Remove salt from seawater to generate fresh water once we have more wood. So everything is all about the wood. Let's have a look at boats, because apparently we're going to need a fishing boat really soon. So for that I'll need a mooring point, which will require a bit of wood and a bit of rope. Right, okay, I'm going to need something to make rope with to get to there then. And that's something I'm going to want really soon. I'm going to extend the walkway as well, if I can. Like I said, I'm going for more a grid build system, so a sort of grid system, so I'm going to just go out as far as I can on 16, I think. We'll do that. That should be enough to keep me going for like a little while, honestly. The storage yards, eventually I'll be able to make them a lot more specific, and I might actually even want to make another one of them. Let's make one on the other side. I might not be being the most efficient in the way I'm building this. As I say, I don't know what the most efficient way to build is in this yet. But I guess we'll find out, and we can always redesign. I think the important thing early on is just to get everything, and then we can work on making it efficient. Hello to Noin, German insomniac. Surprised you're not, like, I don't know, trying to find all the people that are PDX gone right now. Oh, I have not tweeted. I did intend to do that. I'll just let me tweet. Tab out 2 secs. You know what? The tweet was already written. Now I'm miles away from my place. There it is. Yeah, my tweet was already written, but I just forgot to press tweet. I don't like to tweet that a stream is live before I've started it, because then people come in and they're like, oh, where is the stream? But then there's always a chance if I go live that I'm going to forget to tweet. So thank you, Hop. You are MVP. Ah, no. Alright, so I didn't have my dashboard up either. There we are. We're all good now. We're all set up properly. Never said I was good at technical stuff at all, in the slightest. If I was more technical, I'd have a camera and you could see the face I just pulled. But then I'd have to put makeup on and, like, not be in my PJs. Like, how bad would that be? There was a joke set. I was very offended. They were joking at TwitchCon about no cam streamers and saying they could just wear their pajamas all day. But you know something? It's so true. It's so true. Who says? Yeah, that's true, Amazon. I could actually just scare you all with my Halloween face and my, like, pink pajamas or whatever it is. I do. Yeah, I've got pink heart pajamas on right now. I've got a normal t-shirt on though, so I could get away with it. I've got a proper t-shirt and I just put my comfy pants on because, like, I would live in them if I could. Living in my comfy pants. Who needs makeup and who needs real clothes? No one. In the wintertime, I would just wear a onesie all day. Okay, so I really need to get a move on. Like, either pause this and talk to you guys, or just get a general move on, because I think we do now have a lot of plastic and wood in storage. But I believe I saw something in Avak's playthrough about needing to dry the wood. So I think we're going to need one of these things. Or maybe even 2, if I can. I've got enough for 1. Have I got enough for 2? Yeah, I've got enough for 2. So I'll put 2 of them in. And then I think the dried wood, and then a woodworking shed. Alright, we'll do that next. We'll do that next. And then I'm going to start putting a cross section. In fact, I'll do this now. Put in like a cross section so that we can start using the space out this way of the walkways. So how can we do this? Okay, apparently I'm allowed to put one there. So that looks good to me. And again, we'll go as far as we can on 16 pieces of plastic. Because I'm a cheapskate like that. And we'll see if we can put one the other way. Okay, I think we might be a little out of plastic there. So let's just do that. And I will just unpause it and let them do their building. Hopsqueak, you wear makeup 10 times a year, and that's just mascara and a tiny bit of colour on my brows because I'm blonde and they're normally invisible. Well, if I go out, I do like the full face. The full face. And I even do the weird thing where you like go underneath your eyelashes with the eyeliner pencil. I know, how crazy is that? Beauty tutorials are like watching live art though, aren't they? They're like turning a face. Have you seen like the thing where Nikki Tutorials does half her face and then doesn't do the other half? And it's like, what? You're not even the same person anymore. Okay, so it's given us a whole new load of tutorial stuff. So I guess we should probably read through these. So, building. I think we already worked out building. You get a blueprint You place it next to a walkway. You select it in the construction menu. There's town, food, water, workshop, boats, navigation. We worked on all of that. That's fine. Drifter needs is one we should maybe pay a bit more attention to. Okay, so your drifters can't survive on fresh air alone. They have different needs that need to be met, or they will suffer, or even worse, die. Don't worry, they'll automatically take care of their own needs when possible. You can see these by selecting a drifter. Okay, so is there a good way to select a drifter other than, like, because they are tiny. I wonder if there's, like, a way that I can... I'll have to have a look in the UI and see if there's a way that I can select a drifter a bit more easily. In the drifter panel, you get an overview of their needs and the state of it. Hunger can be fulfilled by eating food. You have an overview of the food in your town at the top right of the game screen. Up there by the looks of it. Thirst can be fulfilled by drinking. When water is available in the town, the drifter will drink some. You have an overview of the water in the game at the top right of your game screen. Up there. Rest can be restored by sleeping. When a bed or house is available, the drifter will sleep there. You get an overview of your houses in your town at the top right of the game screen up here, as I saw earlier. You can't wear mascara. You look like you're wearing false eyelashes. Oh, that's nice to have long eyelashes. I've got reasonably long eyelashes. I don't have to wear like falsies or anything like that. Unless I really want my eyes to stand out. But generally I'm good. Okay, passive producers and production limits. Passive producers are constructions that produce items without needing a drifter present. To select what the producer needs to produce, open the production panel and select the item. If the items are needed to start, a drifter will bring these to the producer. Okay. Production limits. For every producible item, a production limit can be set. You can do this via the production limit panel. When a limit is reached, the relevant producer will stop producing. The panel can be opened by clicking the saw button. Okay. So let's have a look at that in here. So we've got the drying rack. So this is the... Oh, yeah, that's the... Okay. And this is... Ah, wonderful. So this is all the drifters. And it looks like you can just bring this up with... Oh, that's so much easier than trying to click on them like this. That would be horrible if that was the only way to do it. Okay, drying rack anyway. We want to dry wood because we don't have any fish yet. So, obviously. And you want to turn that on. It's on already. Looks like that's doing its thing. So, producer output 100 wood, 100 fish. We maybe don't want to do that. Maybe we just want to stick with like 10 for now. And then we'll see how we go. Because I don't want like too much stuff getting dried out. Oh, it looks like I can pause and unpause with space, so that's useful. I like that. So they're busy making me my 2 drying racks at the moment. I like to be future-proofed, okay? Yeah, to be fair, Syntax, so that was a direct question, Hop. I did actually ask, though, I say I hope that was a thing. Although I did say I was going to try and look down here because I could see a little person and I thought that might be what I needed to click on. I only read comments about mascara anyway, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I did semi-ask that one, so I'll let that one slide. That was my fault. It seems fairly straightforward, though. There's nothing on this UI that I've been like, oh, I don't know where that is, that I haven't been able to find in about, you know, 5 seconds. So I'm just not... Doesn't seem terrible in working out what to do at all. So it's, we'll dry a little wood here. We'll dry some... Yeah. There's still a production limit on the wood, so that it's drying like 3 on each side there. So we've got a nice little... I think there's only so far that we can build as well. That's my town heart. Oh, it does have some storage in there as well, look. Ah, and a water storage thing. So I think the next thing we're going to need is like a water desalinator. So once we have a little bit more stuff... is my wood boy still covering all the wood? I'm gonna put a new one down, and I'm gonna just make it a little bit more specific. Just enlarge it by one. That'll cover most of that wood there. They are still going out and getting things. They're just very, very slow. So I might need to speed them up. Yeah, that dude... Oh, a house as well. If I can make them a house. Need 3 more bits of wood for a house as well. This is why I've sort of restricted the dried wood a little bit. So there's a thing that Avrak was doing with these is you can, I believe, restrict what it... Yeah, there we are. So I can just put wood in this one, for example. Or I can just put plastic in this one, actually. Because it mostly has plastic already. And I can say to this one that I just want wood in there. And they'll switch it all around. So that one has wood and that one has plastic. The cute little bubbly building sim, but it's also a low-key take. Placed in a realistic dystopia. I know, I like cute dystopias, don't I? That's a bit of a thing. Hey, don't eat hats. That's a cool name. It's very good life advice, too. Okay, we can give them a place to sleep. That can be your sleep place. I'm thinking if I made the walkways go a bit further out, then they'd be closer to the... Well, I've already done that a little bit. It makes them closer to here, to get all the stuff. Let's put a buoy marker, like, over here as well. I just kind of put it in the middle of where I want it and click enlarge once. Seems to work pretty well. They all really need sleep. They're so tired. Look at them. Look how tired they are. Hey. I'm so tired and hungry. There is still food around though. They're all super tired. So the next thing I want after that is water, and then I want to really rush towards fishing boats as soon as I can. So I'll just do one hut for them, and then we'll start on all the fishing boats. Now it looks to me like there's fish over this side. So it might be cool to do the mooring points on, like, for the fish on the other side. And put some fish storage there as well, maybe. So this is what I am going to do. So we'll do that. We'll get them to build, like, a little jetty out there, and then we'll make that into mooring for the boats. Looks like we're doing okay for food. We've got a little more food than water, so it's going to expect us to make water faster. That's just basically saying production limit reached, so that's fine. Happy with that. I'm going to speed it up just a touch, because really we're just waiting on wood and things like that at the moment. I'm going to need a workshop though to make rope. So if I get one more piece of plastic... Oh, we can already make one. Fantastic. So I'm going to put that next to their house over here. That way we can make some of the dried wood into rope in there, I think. It's going pretty well. I'm remembering, like, surprising amounts from when Avak played this, like, a while back. But he was just having a go on it and I was just watching with him. I think my place is way cooler. Yeah. People can get stuck and slowly starve to death. Oh, right. Good to let me know about a bug. That's very different. So if you see someone not eating or drinking and there is food or drink, check if they can actually move. Yeah, it looks to me like their food is going down low, but it doesn't look like they're stuck. But thank you for the heads up on that one. Okay, so woodworking shed rope. Using bark, we can braid some strong ropes, and I would like you to do that, actually. with dry wood, so... Give me 2 ropes. How many ropes do we need for a mooring point? Just 1. So I could make 2 mooring points for fishing boats and stuff at that point. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of almost want to make like a bit of a turn here. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Go away! I don't want to do it like that. I want a right angle. Another little walkway there, and I'll put the boats there so we can carry on building the city out a little bit more as well. Sometimes repeatedly saving and restarting the game will fix that bug. Okay, well, if we need to, then we'll take a break and do that if anyone does get stuck. Hopefully they won't. So this is saying empty production queue. So they already made their rope really fast. We can also make firewood. I don't need firewood at the moment, so I'm happy just to leave it with nothing in the queue. The drying rack is... Right, still hit its production limit. That's fine. How are you guys doing for tiredness then? Let's just slow it down. We check their stats there. So, grabbing a snack. The tiredness is much better. The thing, Avac didn't know whether they would like sort of share their sleeping quarters, but they seem to be pretty happy to share sleeping quarters right now, so that's cool. Right, let's see if we can make a mooring point yet. We can make our first mooring point. I'm going to make it here, and that's going to be hopefully fairly close to the fish. We won't have to go hardly anyway, you see. This is thinking. The funky mutated wildlife will get angry as the game develops. Is that something you know, or is that something you just fear? Oh, as the game developers. Yeah, maybe they will. Oh, that would be scary. Okay, so I need to make a fishing boat before I make a salvaging boat, I would say. So just waiting for a little bit more plastic. And for this this point to be made. And then I'll make another point, maybe either next to... Probably actually next to it. And that'll be for my salvage boat. And that should be enough to keep me going for now. And then I'll probably extend this and have like lots of different boats there. That could go very badly considering how big that whale... Yeah. If that whale decided to get angry, it'd just eat my whole town. Munch. Gone. No town. Town is gone. You're going to speed it up a little bit, wait for them to get a bit more plastic in. I don't know whether my plastic is full, though. I don't think it is. I'm going to have 20 things in it, so we're good at the moment, I think. I'll make some more storage pretty soon, though. Give me 3 more plastics, please. Are they still getting any plastics in from over there? They seem to be running out slightly. Might need the salvage boat pretty soon. I can't swim out of this area. We're running out of stuff. I think we might need a new plan, dudes. I think we might need a salvage boat first. Because this is looking a little bit scary. Like we're running out of stuff. So I will do the salvage boat first. And then we can go and use the salvage boat to salvage all the stuff out here, all these tasty plastics. Moose are scary, but they're also idiots. Well. Oh, Gina Prime, welcome. You like made it. You sound like you've been running to get to the stream. We haven't done much yet. We've made some storage, some drying racks, a little tiny house for them to sleep in. Oi, shush. Stupid phone. We've made them some drying racks to dry wood, a little workshop to make rope and firewood in, and a little tiny house to sleep in. And we've just started on making a salvaging boat. And the next thing I'm going to do is a fishing boat. Hopefully we'll manage that before we run out of... Oh, water's running out. Eek. So before I do anything else, we'll wait for 3 more plastic to come in and we'll make... Right, well, let's send this salvage boat out anyway. Let's give that a place to go. So I think that that wants to go somewhere where there's a lot of plastic because we seem to be running out of the plastic quite severely. And then we'll maybe go and see if we can salvage that mast over there. That is a perfect size. Go, take the boat out, someone. Oh, look, off it goes. It's all, like, stuck together out of plastic and wood and stuff. A little tiny catamaran thing. Oh, my goodness. Not quite a catamaran. Kind of half a raft. But it looks like they're able to just fill that net full of plastic. Fantastic. Awesome. Life in plastic is fantastic. Oh my goodness. I can make so many puns about the plastic in this. I titled it, We Built This City on Plastic and Wood. I should have done Life in Plastic. It's fantastic. So, okay, we can make a water distiller now. I'll stick them around here because we've got some space. Why not? Means they're going to have to bring the firewood from there to there. Oh, that's not too bad. Or there to there, actually. So, that will contain firewood and rope. That's fine, but not fish. Fine. Let's make some firewood because I think we're going to need that for this. I remember that from Avac as well. Haha. So we might need to up the production limit on the dry wood a little bit now because what we don't want. I'm going to do 20 of those and 20 of those. Although I do have to queue them up anyway, so it's not the end of the world. And then the fish, I'll also do 20. I don't want things getting too out of hand. You refuse to update the title to... I didn't ask that of you, Hop, and I wouldn't ask that of you. I know. It wasn't... I don't think it was the title. Oh, no, it was the title, actually. Yep. It'll be the title of one of my YouTube videos, though. You know it. You know it. You know it. Okay, so the next thing I want after my water thing, I'm going to want another mooring point. So, it looks like my salvage boat, are they still just... Looks like they have to, like, run and take the stuff away. So that's maybe a point of efficiency. Although Avac was saying, like, it's very difficult to even... It's not to even really worry about it too much because it's very difficult to actually assign where they put things from the boat anyway. And when you end up with storage all over the place, it just doesn't really... You know, they could choose... You could put storage here and they could choose just to put it over here, for example. So, it might just be a case that it's a good thing to have, like, boats, then storage, then everything else. Not really sure. Okay, so we're going to have, like, a ton of plastic and not too much wood, I think, from this. Although there is some wood in this little bit. That's alright. I have enough for another mooring point, and then we can save up for the fishing boat, which we're going to need really soon. Right, I want to extend the walkway. Oh, got a little glitchy there. I'm not even recording it. How dare it? Why won't you let me extend you? Right, so they're getting a little bit short on the water, but they have now built the water maker just in the nick of time. But I believe I need to make firewood. So it's already making the water, but it kind of needs firewood to keep doing that. So I need to make sure that it's constantly drying, which it seems to be good. And I want to make a few more firewoods. Now it looks like I can just do it on repeat. up to a production limit. So I will do that, I think. Its production limit at the moment is 20. I'm thinking I might want to do that to 10. So I don't totally run out of dried wood for everything else. So we're going to go for 10. And hopefully they should... I think this is going to be one of these games where everything needs to be next to everything else. And it's going to be like, oh, but they have to walk so far to get to the boat, but then they've got to walk so far to get to the distiller or to the workshop or to this and this and that. And it's going to be hard to know what needs to go in the middle until I've played a little bit more. I'm kind of thinking the workshop in the middle, storage in the middle, maybe boats and things more to the outside. Probably. Reading your chat at the moment. Every time you find a new type of item, it automatically gets added to all the individual storages and you have to go around manually. Yeah. I noticed that actually. It's kind of like you go in here and it's added the firewood into the plastics, for example. I can rename that, I think, as well, can I? Can I rename it? No. I don't really want rope there. I just want plastic in that one. Pretty much everything else in that one. I need to make more storages anyway. Play around with them. So yeah, we're making water now. This is a good thing. I don't know where we're going to store it. Canned food. Okay, so let's see. Can we make another mooring point now? Yes, we can. 2 mooring points. One will be for a fishing boat, one will be for a salvage boat, and hopefully that will just keep us fed and everyone alive for the time being. Oh, central tower. Yes, that's a good point, Emmaton, actually. Sent everywhere. Yeah, so that's it. So actually, it's in the right place then, being quite close to central tower, because I don't have to take the water too far. Yay! Water is going up instead of down for the first time in ages. So hopefully they're just bringing in wood, they're drying it. That's all going well. Let's just check on the salvage operations with this boat and just see how it's doing. Where's my boat? Lost my boat. Looks like it's coming with a huge amount of plastics again. I would love to get a second boat so I can have one for like wood and one for plastic. That would be quite handy because I think the wood is going to run out if I don't make sure I'm bringing that in all the time. So that will be the next thing after the fishing boat. Fishing boat first, get some food, then salvage boat 2. Oh, Left-handed Samurai, you don't have to buy this. You can just watch me play it. Okay, so we are out of... Oh, okay. Just keep making it. Just keep on making it as much as you can. I can make a salvage boat now, but I need a little more wood to make a fishing boat. So I'm going to just move the... I imagine we've got quite a bit of plastic at this point. We've got 18, look, and only 3 wood. 43 wet wood though. Oh, actually we're doing really well for wet wood. Is it dry wood that we need for the boat though? So I'm going to up the production limit on the dry wood a little bit. I think it's a little bit low. We're starting to need the dry wood a bit more. Ah, Aquilinox. That was a good game. That was fun. Yeah, you need to consider whether you're excited to play. Yeah, because I watch Avac play games all the time and I'm like, oh, wow, this is so good. And then I'm like, but it's not as good for me to play as you made it look. Because he always makes games look amazing. Like, if you think that I'm bad for making you guys play games, he'll play a game and he'll, like, It'll seem like he's selling it. Honestly.